But this is my lens. I'm both a medical doctor and an epidemiologist, which is not a skin doctor, but a public health scientist studying patterns of disease. Disease shapes how I think about public health problems and their solutions. There is actually no universal definition of disease, so I'll define it as an abnormal condition with a cause that affects an organism. The abnormal condition is the violence. Unlike a viral disease like smallpox, the root causes of VOG, violence against women and girls, are socio-political in nature, like gender inequality and unequal power relations between men and women. But ideas spread and ideas infect, so in this case, VOG is absolutely viral. VOG harms both men and women across generations in different ways. Boys who witness their fathers abusing their mothers are more likely to be abusive in their own relationships. Women and girls experiencing violence are at increased risk for many serious outcomes, including traumatic brain injury, depression, and fatal outcomes like homicide, suicide, and fetal death during pregnancy. Modeling VOG as a disease reframes this problem, and it highlights the urgency of global commitment to address it. Consider how we once responded to smallpox, once a horrifying disease that devastated up to 50 million people around the world. But once it received global commitment, a tremendous investment of resources led to an unprecedented global vaccination campaign. And in 1980, humanity achieved what was once unimaginable. Smallpox was eradicated. Let's address VOG the same way, with science and a global commitment. Let's consider the different forms of VOG, the barriers to treatment or progress, and then solutions to overcome the barriers and move forward. I've seen VOG in different contexts, from health centers in Kenya, Israel, and Brazil, to a refugee camp in Greece and health systems in the Philippines, to right here in the USA. Like different strains of a virus, there are different forms of VOG, including honor killings, child marriage, and more. Today, let's consider the most common forms of VOG worldwide: sexual violence and intimate partner violence. Intimate partner violence can be sexual, physical, or psychological. Many of us have seen boys groping girls, and many of us ignore this. But this can escalate. I've been in a community where men had a specific room in their homes to beat their wives. I've met a girl who went to the police with imprints of hot irons burned into her thighs to pry her legs apart for rape. And I've met a woman who lay awake terrified at night because her husband kept a knife beside their bed and threatened to kill her every night for 7 years. There's one more story I want to share with you, and it demonstrated to me why we need to reframe VOG as a disease. I'm working in an East African health center alongside a male doctor who's over 6 feet tall, and he cares deeply about his patients. We meet Lily, a thin-boned 17-year-old girl with high cheekbones who comes in standing with her head bowed down and her eyes glued to the ground. Lily has been raped. When the doctor asked Lily to lie down on the examination table,